Yeah, no, I would just say, Chu, thank you very much. First of all, my name is Wes Robertson. I know you probably meet a ton of us, but I just wanted to say thank you on behalf of myself and, so many of the other guys in the organization. It means a lot at a time like this, and, your generosity is, it doesn't go unnoticed. And,
All right, Wes, thank you so much for your time. I looked you up, so I know a little bit about you, but most of our viewers aren't familiar with your playing career. So can you briefly tell us about your career with the Rangers?
Yeah, so I signed as a free agent in 2017 after my junior year of college. I was a catcher in college, and following signing, I converted to a pitcher. So my first year in 2017, I was mainly just throwing bullpens and learning how to pitch. And then in 2018, I spent the majority of the season in short season A-ball, which is Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
2019, I started the season in Hickory, North Carolina, which is low A, and was moved up to high A after about a month. And then about 2 months after that, I tore my UCL and I had Tommy John surgery. And so I'm currently in Arizona in rehabilitation recovery.
We obviously heard that Shin-Soo Choo is going to make a huge donation. What was your initial reaction when you first heard it?
Honestly, I'm not going to act like me and Shin-Soo Choo are good friends, because we're not. There's so many people in the organization. You see so many people who all look up to him, but I wasn't surprised. At first, it was like, there's just this gratitude towards him of like, wow, what a gesture, what a good thing to do. But then the other part of me is thinking, this might be a monetary gesture where he's donating money to minor leaguers, a lot of guys who really do need that. It means a lot. But I wasn't surprised because he does things that are so genuine every day. Every time I walk by him, whether it's once a week or twice a week, he shakes my hand, gives me a high five, asks me how I'm doing. He's got a big smile on his face. And, that might not sound like much, but there is a distinction between major league and minor league guys. And almost all the major league guys, show their good graces towards you. Not always do they go out of their way to talk to you. Right. And, Chu seems to really do his best to make everybody feel like somebody all the time.
Wow.
And so when he did this, it meant a lot. And I know it did to a lot of my teammates too.
Okay. What have you heard from your teammates? I mean, did you guys talk about this?
Yeah. We obviously have quite a few group chats and, Instagram and all that stuff. And we're like, this is crazy. Did you guys see what he's doing? And, 200 minor leaguers, it's a lot of people, right. So it's a lot of guys, and everyone was really excited. All the guys basically just saying, Chu is the man, and what a good way to give back. And then you start reading the articles. People would send articles about Chu or various things that he said about his minor league experience, and he's very humble and kind, and you can tell that he hasn't forgotten where he's come from, and he's willing to turn around and help the people that are currently trying to get to where he's been for so long now.
How often do you get to interact with Shin-Soo?
So the major leaguers have a different clubhouse from us and a different lunchroom than us. But other than that, we share the same gym. Okay. We share a lot of the same fields, and the hallways are all intersecting. So, most of the time I see him, it's in the weight room. Okay. It's him getting his work in, him getting his stretching in, taking care of his body as we try to do the same. And so, it's usually just almost like a regular workspace, by the water jug. You're going to fill up your water, you're going to get your coffee, you see Shin-Soo Choo, and you have a quick conversation.
Just to be able to kind of, talk to him without, feeling uncomfortable, what does that tell you about Shin-Soo as a person?
Yeah, I think especially when probably my first interaction with him, which I believe was back in 2018, it was almost kind of like a relief to know that, this guy who is, I'm one of, I just turned 24 years old. So Shin-Soo, I believe, is 37. So he's not that much older than me. But, when I was a kid, I looked up to him and I'd watch him play. And to know that he was just another normal guy, you walk up to him, there's nothing crazy about him. He's just a regular guy, and he just wants to talk to you and be friendly and go about his business. And so it was a relief to see that one of your heroes is kind of just like you, or just like anyone else. And, he's very down to earth, and it means a lot to be able to just have a normal conversation with a guy of, his stature.
What kind of conversations did you have with him? What did you guys talk about? Did you talk about baseball or cars?
No, honestly, it's usually just in passing, and I'm sure he does it with most of the guys. Most of our conversations have been very short, just, hey, hello, how are you? How you feeling? How's your body? How's everything going with that? But there was actually one time in 2019, right before I had my surgery, I was trying to rehab it and come back. And the way that the scheduling worked out, they actually flew me from high A to meet the major league team in Detroit. And so I went in through a bullpen or a live batting practice to those guys at Comerica Park, and Shin-Shu walked in the clubhouse. And I think that's probably when we had our most in-depth conversation. And it was just him kind of basically saying, you know, I wasn't a big leaguer. I was just a minor league guy there trying to get my work in, but, you know, he welcomed me. And, you know, I'll actually never forget, one of the players walked by me and Shin-Shu grabbed him and said, hey, say hello to him, you know, kind of introduce yourself to him.
Wow.
And so it meant a lot that, you know, he wanted to go out of his way to be kind, but also wanted to make me feel welcome with all the other players too.
It sounds like he kind of made you, you know, feel part of the team, major league team.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to getting back out on the mound and, you know, making a further push towards the ultimate goal and maybe actually being teammates with him.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
For sure.
There's a pretty good chance that Shinsu is gonna see this interview. If you were to say something to him, what would that be at this time?
Yeah, no, I would just say, you know, Chu, thank you very much. First of all, my name is Wes Robertson. I know you probably meet a ton of us, but I just wanted to say thank you on behalf of myself and, you know, so many of the other guys in the organization. It means a lot at a time like this, and, you know, your generosity is, it doesn't go unnoticed. And looking forward to seeing you back out there this year when the time comes.
Okay. Wes, thank you so much for a few minutes. Good luck with your rehab. I'm going to be following your career.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
When you get to the major leagues, right? You better promise me a ton of interviews going forward. Okay?
Absolutely. Sounds good. Thank you, Daniel.